YouTube. I got some trades to do. I had this video up once and I dumped it for various reasons, so I'd like to reinstitute the trade idea. Here's what I'm looking for first. Let me start with that. I'm looking for Criterions I don't own, number one, that I might be interested in. And I'm not interested in the entire collection, so you might offer me something that I say, you know what, it's not on my list of things I'm even thinking about. Somebody had offered me one, and you know, it's not that I wouldn't take it in a trade, but only if I'm getting rid of something that I either have a duplicate of or that I've watched, you know, many times and just don't want. So to ask me for something that is collectible, let's say The Third Man, or you know, out of print like Ron, or something like that, I'm not going to get rid of something that's a collectible that I enjoy for something that I'm really not looking for anyway. You got to understand that. I mean, I understand people want to get what they want to get, but still. And I'm only interested in certain things. So let me tell you what I am interested in. I'm interested in Region B and C Blu-rays, because I just got a Region Free player, so you can understand my fascination there. So I'll consider anything that's Region B or Region C, which are Blu-rays, or that are Region 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, or any other region but Region 1 DVDs. I'll consider them. That doesn't mean that just because you've got a Region B or Region C that it's like automatic. But if it's something I haven't seen before or something that sounds interesting, it might work, particularly to trade for something that I've already got doubles of or something. If you're looking to get Ron or The Third Man on DVD, which is out of print on the Criterion, or a box set, it's going to be a tougher deal. If you've got a box set to trade, those I would be interested in. Usually not TV shows. There's a handful of TV shows I am looking for. I had one that I sent back. Well, I had The Invaders, season 1 and season 2. The Time Tunnel would be one I might be interested in. In fact, I can get a Region Free on that, can't I? I may look at that. Some steelbooks I might be interested in, depending on what it is. I do like the Diamond, what do they call these? These Diamond Lux, whatever you want to call these. I do like these Diamond Lux editions. Magnetic closure, they call them magnet cases, I guess. They call them a bunch of things, but I do like these. So the one I was looking for is Gravity, so if you have that, that might be a consideration. Although I already have the movie, so again, I'm not trading around for it or something. But some horror. I'd like to add some horror to my collection, depending on what it is. I own quite a bit, but there's a lot I don't own. Scream Factory stuff would be something. Arrow videos. Again, if you're going to ask me to trade off an out-of-print Criterion or a box set I own or something, I'm going to have to get something decent for it. I'm not just going to get something I can pick up for $15 someplace. So out-of-print stuff would be good. If you want out-of-print makes sense to me. If you want something like this, you know, the Jacques Demy box set, which goes for a small fortune and contains a bunch of movies, I'm going to have something good for it. It's not that I'm not going to trade it, I'm just saying. So what do I have that's duplicates? I have, okay, I must have put them someplace else. I figured I told you that last video what I do with them. Back here. So many DVDs and Blu-rays in so little time. Well, I know what they are. Let's see, it was Jules and Jim. I have the DVD. It's a 2-disc set, comes with a thick booklet. Only because I have the Blu-ray. It's the only reason I'm thinking about doing that. I can sell it on eBay if I have to, but I'd rather trade. And the whole reason for the trade, by the way, I guess I left this off this video, is because my wife has, in her infinite wisdom, and she's not wrong most of the time, she's mostly right, although I tell her a lot of times she's not, but she really is. She told me that if I want to get more stuff, I need to trade off some stuff instead of selling and buying. And I don't see a difference, but she does, so I'm going with her. If you're married, you understand. I do have some stuff coming in the mail. I think I've got like 5 things, which she's not really aware of. I keep saying there's a few coming, a couple coming. It's like 5, I think. So, in an effort to minimize that, I'm looking to trade some stuff. I already did send back, like I said, the Invaders set. So what I'm looking to trade are, could be Criterion, DVDs especially, but I'll trade a Blu-ray particularly if it's something that if it's something I want. So I've got all sorts of Blu-rays. You can go to Criterion.com, put in Dean of DVD, no spaces, I believe, and you can see a list of all my stuff that I have on Criterion. I've got to update it with a couple titles, but for the most part, it's pretty accurate. You can see everything I own there and what I don't own. So that if you're a Criterion person, you're serious about trading, go to the Criterion.com and look at my whatever it's called, my list. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I mean I can go through what I've got to trade, but let me start with a handful of stuff that for sure I'll trade, and then you guys can kind of go from there. Not that. Let's see here. That's not my stack of trade stuff. Sorry. I had a whole stack when I did this video the last time, and we've got apparently here we go. There's something right here. Found it. All right, so some of the stuff that I would consider trading, again, depends on what you've got. Nebraska, great movie, by the way. The Island, Law-Abiding Citizen, brand new Mad Max, the original, Mel Gibson. Good Luck Chuck, it's the unrated version. Camelot, the first season. I wasn't a fan of this, but your mileage may differ. I'm stuck on Game of Thrones. That's my thing. And to a lesser extent, Spartacus, which I also enjoyed. Evan, I know you like this one. This is unopened. Blade. This is a Canadian version. This thing was going for a pretty penny at one point. I think it's down to about $40, $30, something like that on the Steelbook. But this is, like I say, it's unopened for a lot of reasons. I had another copy which I traded and I did watch. I'm familiar with the film. American Gangster, unopened. Steelbook of Ender's Game. The complete 5th series of Doctor Who, although this one, I might want to watch this one first. I haven't watched it yet. I watched some of it on Netflix, but this lenticular cover, pretty sweet actually. I may want to watch this one first, because I have not. So, and I was asking Aaron Pitt about Doctor Who. This is a nice set, and sorry for the shakiness. I don't know why I'm shaking. Comes with some cards. Little episode guide of everything on here, and this is right from the start, from when he first took over from the prior Doctor, who I liked. Let's have another Doctor Who. I think it's downstairs. I have to dig that up. It's I believe it's the last. I believe it's the last episode, or last 2 episodes before this one kicks in from the prior Doctor. Anyway, I've got that one, and I will trade it. Just need to watch it first. Somebody asked me about Another Earth. I have Another Earth, Blu-ray, DVD. Probably most of these digital copies aren't going to work. I think I've used most of them, but for the most part, I've watched these like one time. I did like Another Earth quite a bit. Again, these aren't movies I hate, or I wouldn't have bought them in the first place. Let's see if there's anything else here that hits my... some other stuff I would definitely trade here. This one is one of them. This is season 1 of Cinemax story Strike Back. Kind of a brutal, ruthless, as it says, and deadly. Yeah. Yeah. This focuses on 2 members of a top secret intelligence agency known as Section 20. They are the lead counter-terrorism team. One is a former U.S. Delta Force operative who was discharged on the eve of the U.S. invasion of Iraq. Yeah, they go on across the globe, the trail of a deadly international terrorist who's planning a major attack involving a cache of WMD, weapons of mass destruction. It could have global repercussions. So interesting. It's really good, and this is the kind of deluxe version of it, I guess. So that's Strike Back. I also have, this is unopened, this is a DVD. This is, if you haven't seen Torchwood, I thought this was a really good show. Torchwood, the complete first season. I've seen it. I just happen to have a brand new copy of it. I think my old copy, I think one of them skipped or something, if I remember right. I had to bring it back. Where the case was dented. There was some reason I had to bring it back. It was scratched or dented or something. So, even though I watched the whole thing, I discovered the scratch, and I watched it pretty quick. This is a pretty good. This is one of these binge watching things that I did. But I really like Torchwood. But I'll trade it. Here's our Akira Kurosawa's Dreams. Certainly trade that. So, I mean, that's a good start, I suppose. There's other stuff I would trade as well. Mad Max seasons 1 through 6, 1 through 5, on DVD. I never bought it on Blu-ray for a lot of reasons. I like the cases better on DVD. They were bigger and they were cooler. These are the original ones. They had the tie clasp and had the, I'm trying to think of all the stuff that came with it, but the tie clasp is the one that I remember the best. It actually still had the tie clasp with it. So that gives you an idea. Go out and check out my Criterion site for the Criterions. Just seeing if there's anything else that jumps out at me that I would trade, that I see that, like I said, that just jumps out at me. Yeah, nothing in particular. I mean, probably just about anything for the right thing. So Arrow videos, Scream Factory videos, box sets, I'd be interested in, whether they be U.S. or otherwise. If I don't own them, and it would be interesting to me. Certain TV shows, yes. If it goes back to my childhood, probably would be interested for the right deal. Not looking at Bewitched. I hate the packaging on that one. There's a few that I just don't want. F Troop might be one I'd be interested in. There's a show called Crime Story that had Dennis Farina in it. I'm a big fan of Dennis Farina. I just never pulled the trigger on it. I think I can get it for like $20 or something on Amazon, but I would trade for that. So hit me up, shoot me an offer. Certainly would consider it. And worst cases, we can start talking and figure it out. If you've got something I want, chances are I've got something you want. So, hey Sammy, if you're watching this one, maybe we can do a trade. I know we're both in a similar position in that we don't want to spend money right now for different reasons, but you know, same deal. Maybe we can trade. Maybe you got something you're kind of watched out on. Maybe you'll get it. Maybe you'll go back and pick it up later. Same with me. I can trade you something that maybe I can go back and pick up later. But for right now, I'd rather have something new in my collection. I'll go back and get it later. That might make some sense now that I think about it. Anyway, and the same for Aaron or anybody else who watches my channel. Especially if I know you well, I could do a multiple trade. If I don't know you as well, or if it's the first time we've ever traded, and I don't know you, if you're not a long-time watcher and commenter and so on, if I just don't have a sense for you, I'm thinking it's going to be one trade for now. And if that goes well, we can go further. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to keep this video at under 15 minutes, and take care.